I'll make you famous.
Because I'm a cowboy! Oh, man!
Nuts. You thought?
And now, your mama knows.
Bruce, unleash the baby god dragon!
Well, it's another day, and the Cowboy King of Entertainment is back in the building, and I'm doing another live show for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed today's show. Sorry for yesterday that I actually wasn't able to stream. My stepdaughter graduated. Congratulations to her. She is out of high school, going to the real world. Went to her ceremony, which was at 5. I streamed at 5:30. I couldn't be in two places at the same time, and then we went to dinner after the fact. That video should be coming out today. But today, guys, you already know the Cowboy King of Entertainment. Hey, well, I got a lot of lint on my hat. I gotta fix that. But anyway, guys, I just got out of physical therapy today. I'm feeling good. Look at that. All right, I should probably stop. But yeah, I could move my arm a lot better. Look, let's see how high I can raise it. Watch this. Watch this. Try to keep my shoulder down, actually. All right, anyway, it still hurts. I barely can move it. But anyway, guys, you know I'm not a Nintendo fan. But today's cool. We got the Nintendo Direct. And you guys seen I covered Ubisoft, I covered Capcom, I covered the Game Fest, Xbox, PlayStation. So why not cover this? So let me grab a chair. Hope you guys grab a chair. The show's about to start, so we're going to get right into it. I put the link for anybody to join me. So hopefully I get some Nintendo heads in the house, like my guy Holtz. Jump on in. Let's talk about this stuff. Let's see. Hopefully Nintendo could sway me, man. Maybe they might make me want to get a Switch. I don't know. Actually, I probably wouldn't buy a Switch. I'll probably wait for them to come out with a new device. But I'm the Cowboy King of Entertainment. If you guys don't know who I am, I do just about everything. This channel is all about entertainment. So yeah, I do vlogging. You'll see me and my life and my wife, and you just see my real life on camera. I also do gaming. So hey, we're covering gaming right now. I also do reviews, movie reviews, product reviews, and I also do just regular like podcasts. So sometimes we talk about aliens and relationships, and you never know what you're gonna get on this channel. So with that being said, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. My man C is in the building. Got to give you one of the cowboy bullhorns. Real quick, we got host in the building. We got my man Seb in the building.
It's going to be an expansion pack, so it's going to open
everyone.
a bit more of the
I'm
world.
Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be one of your guides for today's Nintendo Direct.
I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi, and I'll also be joining today.
That was the latest trailer for the Pokemon Violet games. The first half of the trailer took place at a festival in the countryside.
Well, that's cool. You know, you didn't plan
While
on
the
it, and
second
then you
half
end up
seemed
playing
to
it
be
more
in a
than you
completely
thought.
different location, a futuristic academy in the middle
Me
of
and
the
Mr.
ocean.
Airworld, we actually joined a channel
More
called
details
Tide
on
the
this
Connection,
DLC will be available
and
in the
she was
future.
seeing it, so I was actually joining in some
After
raids and
today's
some
Nintendo
online
Direct,
playing it out
a
ranked up.
special event will be
So it was
held
good
in
to actually
Pokemon
find
Scarlet
some similar
and Pokemon Violet.
people that like anime
We
or
hope
like the
you'll
Pokemon
participate.
series, and we just played. So
Okay, let's see our first batch of headlines.
That's pretty cool.
It's
Look
a
at Sonic.
supersonic squad of superstars.
Sonic making the rounds.
Sonic and friends are spin dashing into a brand new 2D side-scrolling game, Sonic Superstars. 12 brand new zones await.
Wait, that's not the
Speed
same
through
Sonic that we
beautiful
seen
worlds
at the other
as
Game Awards,
Sonic.
right?
no, they just said
Take
a
to
new
the
adventure,
skies
12
as
new zones.
Tails.
Okay, yeah.
Scale
I think the
walls
other
and
Sonic was
glide
called something
as
else.
Knuckles. Or swing a powerful
Let's
hammer
see.
as
Seb
Amy
said, I love
Rose.
Donkey Kong Country back in the day. Super Nintendo, yeah.
There was rumours that there was going to be a new
Power
announcement
of
for
the
Donkey
Chaos
Kong,
Emeralds. You
supposedly.
can summon a
Oh, really?
storm of
We
clones.
should see.
Uncover
Maker in the
hidden
building, so damn
secrets,
Cowboy, while you're watching these
and
kid
so
games.
much more.
Hey man, you gotta give kid games love too. Maybe I turned a
And
new
for
corner,
the first
you
time in
know?
the series,
My
local
older
co-op
age.
is available for up to 4 players.
That's what I meant in terms of bigger IP coming. Anthony Pikmin 4 is probably. Oh, I got
Combine
you.
your
I got you.
powers and take on the evil Dr. Eggman.
Mr. Urban
When
World is
Sonic
up early on
Superstars
his
launches on the
birthday.
Nintendo Switch system this
That's
fall.
in the building. Is the direct start in like 2 minutes? We already know
A
that.
cozy life is just around the corner.
Okay.
Welcome to Palia. In this free-to-play adventure sim, create the
Free-to-play.
idyllic life of your dreams alongside in-game characters and players from all over the world. Build houses, decorate your home plot, grow crops
I can see
in your
this one
garden,
taking off.
and more.
Yeah, it said free to play.
Residents in online
Anything that's got
co-op
like sort
or
of that
carve
got
out
that
your
relaxing
blissful
feel
life
like you see
solo.
in Animal Crossing or
And if you're
Stardew
eager to
Valley and stuff
explore,
like that.
There's plenty of life
We
beyond
know
the
what's cool
village.
is Nintendo
Set
have
off on
a certain
vast
fan
journey
base
to uncover
that
Palia's many
and they're
mysteries.
massive. So
Or just kick back and
success is
relax at
definitely
home. How you
know,
live
the
is
most of their stuff
entirely
is
up to
successful,
you.
you know.
What kind of coziness will you choose?
You know what it reminds me of?
Palia is
A
free to play
calm
and
version
launches
of
on
Elder
Nintendo Switch
Elder Scrolls
this
Online.
holiday.
Have a new Mario Kart just yet? They would probably have more DLC.
Adventure.
Well, look at this.
Myth-Force. Enter a high fantasy world inspired by Saturday morning cartoons of the past.
Oh, that's
It's
cool.
up to you to stop the evil Daedalus from taking over, but it won't be easy. Treacherous tombs and cryptic castles
Okay, so
threaten
this is
your
the first
survival.
person.
Wield medieval weapons and legendary magic to smite
I like the art
hordes
style.
of monsters.
Like they said, it's like
During
Saturday
each
morning
run,
cartoon.
you can find treasure to help boost your character's abilities, weapons, and more. Plus, up to
It does
4
look like the
brave
art style from the
heroes
late
can share
80s and
the
early
adventure in
90s.
online co-op. Drop in and out at any time as you face the many perils ahead.
Yeah, I like that.
By
Drop
the
in and drop out
power
co-op.
of teamwork. Myth-Force launches on the Nintendo Switch system this year.
That's cool. I like that the most out of everything I've seen.
This Splatfest is going to be pretty sweet.
I need the story mode for Splatoon to come out. the expansion story mode.
Oh, so right now it's not a story mode yet.
Well, there was an Octopath expansion
The
for
next
the number
Splatfest
2, and number 3 said
3 game has been confirmed. Okay, Squids.
Yeah,
here's the theme.
I get what you're saying, but I guess yeah, like you said,
so they brought the DLC out first, the pack, and the first pack was a reskin, and then part of the world from number 1, and then they're going to bring a story expansion out.
okay.
These choices are delicious.
So wait, yeah, do you mean so
Favorite
far
flavor
stuff
to
we
victory.
have not seen or we have seen? Because yeah, we've seen Pokemon, but I've never seen
Get
that.
splitting in themed
Okay, I don't really
Yeah.
follow it.
challenges.
See, I think Nintendo's already announced everything already, so that's why I wasn't hyped for it, because I knew these DLCs were coming anyway, so...
Yeah, actually, K9.
That was Detective Pikachu Returns. Looks like he still loves coffee.
What cases will Tim and this tough-talking Pikachu solve together?
Why is it
More
10? Where's
info
Ash? Ooh,
will be revealed
Mewtwo.
in the future.
This is a different
Next,
Pikachu, it's not
please
Ash's
take a look at
Pikachu.
this.
Oh,
And Ash is retired now, there's no more Ash Ketchum.
really?
They retired after 25 years
In the cartoon?
in the cartoon, that's it.
Oh, that's cool. Wait, is the cartoon over or?
No, they're bringing another franchise of it off, new characters, and it's just that they've just done with Ash's desire to be a Pokemon master after 25 years.
Super Mario RPG?
Hey, let the go.
So, Hope, are you gonna get Super Mario? Are you picking Super Mario RPG over Final Fantasy 16?
No.
Kind of cool. though.
I'll be picking any Mario. I'll be picking any Mario game up, to be honest.
Oh, so this is
I mean-
turn-based. Though. Some people don't like turn-based.
Oh, I love turn-based, like even Mario Rabbids, the FPS and stuff like that. I love a different take on games.
Yeah, I like turn-based. So
I mean, I was always turn-based in the 90s, and I used to be a big fan of FPS's, you know, FTS's real-time strategies. Sorry, not FPS's. It's like Command and Conquer and stuff like that. So I like this pace of game. I know a lot of people are moving forward to action. They want it really quick and all that, but going back to the formulas that worked when I grew up was great.
yeah. You know, it's weird. I connect with turn-based, so when they start having action RPG games, I couldn't connect with them because I felt like that's not an RPG to me. Because I played probably for a decade of RPG games that was turn-based. You know.
I mean, I don't mind a little mix-up, but I love the option. It should still be there.
Originally released on Super NES, Super Mario RPG returns with brand new graphics.
Oh, so it's just a
Play the
remaster?
original game
Yeah.
or not?
You can
Why
tell
not
it's a
take the
remaster.
opportunity to jump into the very first RPG in the Mario series?
Mr. Koizumi, that last
Yeah,
trailer
okay.
featured
I
Mario.
mean, especially if
He's
you
not
didn't
the
play it,
only
or if
one.
you did
Well,
play it.
I never played it. I mean, my first Mario RPG
take a
element
peek.
was sort of 64, Mario 64.
Mm.
I never did play the. Mine was always the
Make sure you
2D
hit that like
platformer.
button. The spot check on
That's right.
these likes.
Princess Peach
Curious.
stars the main character
Okay,
in
4
a brand
likes.
new game.
8 people watching. Hit the like button,
When she
guys.
steps on this particular spot
Oh,
on
okay.
stage,
Princess Peach.
Huh? Whoa. What on earth is happening?
that's all we'll show for now. We'll share more details at a later date.
Peach the idol. That's
Mr.
what's going to
Koizumi.
be. She's going to become an
Peach
idol.
the
to
idol.
dance.
Something else.
She is going to dance and sing, and that's what they all love.
Alright, so super detective. So let's
A
keep it a
visually
buck.
enhanced
Nintendo caters
version
to
of
children
Luigi's
and
Mansion
adults
Dark
that play
Mode,
children games
originally
for
released
nostalgia.
on Nintendo
There's nothing
3DS,
that would
is in development.
wow us here.
We hope you look forward to seeing more of Luigi's.
Yeah,
ghostly
so I'm right.
antics.
DLCs and remastered. That's exactly what's happening here.
Both games will launch
Which seems to be
next
happening
year.
on a lot of showcases, not just Nintendo, but
Mario, Princess Peach,
Ron is
and
funny.
Luigi. Looks like Mario fans have a lot of games to look forward to.
More details
Yeah,
will be
seeing this
shared in the
version
future.
is amazing to this day.
All right,
What's up,
let's see
Mike?
some more headlines.
Man, I've been getting hungrier early.
Gotham City's ultimate protector.
Okay, let's see. I'm like starving.
Batman.
Mr. Wayne. We have much to discuss. I want you to know the fear that is coming.
What is this? Arkham City?
This is
Arkham
the
Knight?
beginning of the end for you, Dark Knight.
I can't remember a
All
trailer.
going down.
You think this is going to be on the system or on the cloud?
You still know how to make an entrance.
Welcome to the madhouse, Batman.
So this is the trilogy. Asylum stuff.
Soon I will command forces beyond your.
This is one of the best. These are the best ever collection I've ever played. To be honest, the Batman series, absolutely amazing, start to finish. Did you ever play them?
I played them, but I'm not a Batman fan. So my brother's a huge Batman fan.
Well, see,
so
it doesn't. Even if it's not about Batman, I think with the world that it's set and the combat system was
yeah, but
amazing.
here's my problem. It's too detective. Like when I played it, and then you get to the point where you got to search and find, and you got the little line moving. Yeah, that's too much for me. So it breaks up when it gets to all that stuff. That's when they lose. But,
Yeah, but that little line got implemented in, didn't it? The navigation bar that got implemented into a lot of RPGs like Assassin's Creed and stuff like that.
Batman
Oh,
Arkham Trilogy
okay,
launches
look
on
at
Nintendo Switch this fall.
oh wow. So
See, I
if
like
you
to see
didn't
that,
play
but-
80
Rising
years ago.
Mercenary.
Here you go.
Lead your mercenaries through cursed dungeons in the lands of Gloomhaven.
Okay, what's
Your
this?
tactical prowess is all that stands between riches
yeah.
and certain death.
Another RPG.
This adaptation of the hit board game features turn-based card battles with RPG elements. Unleash deadly
people would like
combos
that.
and bring doom upon your foes. But beware, exhaustion is close at hand.
Sev
Choose from
said
17
stream.
different
They almost made
mercenaries,
it look like it's going to
brave
be
over
on the Switch.
260
So,
grueling missions,
Oh,
and
no.
master over 1,000 abilities.
probably
Hone
didn't
your
seem
deck,
excited at all. I'm
set
not
up
excited. That
synergies,
cartoon game, the
gain
Saturday morning
every
cartoon type
advantage
game,
to survive.
Myth, whatever, that
Grit
looks
your
cool to
teeth
me.
and earn your keep when Gloomhaven launches on the Nintendo Switch system
Gloomhaven.
September 18th.
Miss
Pre-orders
Irwin, are
for
you talking about the Batman
Mercenaries
game?
And Gold Editions begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Its narrative to consoles, or native, is native to consoles
Keep
and
the
not
dance
cloud.
party going.
That's a win for Switch owners. Man, if you can play it on the cloud and you got good internet, then it's still a win. As long as the game works fine, but I wouldn't buy it. Girl said Elden Ring. Yo, what if Elden Ring came to Switch? That'd be crazy. Yeah, Batman.
I don't know, would it sell on the Switch? I mean,
Maybe.
stuff like The Witcher sold well and stuff like that, so...
Yeah, because I think there's people who are in the ecosystem, let's say Nintendo, and they look and see other games that they would love to play, but it's just the Switch is their preferred platform. So they just kind of miss out on certain games. And if those games ever came, I think it'd be a big, it'd be a success where a lot of people probably buy it. I'm sure, people will buy it. Just Dance for a
A silent hope lies in a
This is a
world
decent
without
direct.
words. One day, a once peaceful realm was silenced by its king. Now, 7 wordless warriors will rise. In this action RPG, these heroes bound by fate must work together to explore the abyss and find the secluded king.
This is captivating.
However, with its ever-changing dungeons and powerful foes,
Oh, see, this is an action
conquering the abyss will be no easy feat. Wield weapons like swords, bows, magic, and more to survive this deadly chasm. After you return to base, materials you've collected will help you cultivate resources and forge new items. Repeated forays into the abyss will enable you to grow stronger.
You think it's what, single player, right?
I feel like I'll play that.
No, I said that's probably
Your
single
guide
player,
on
right?
this journey is the kingdom's sorrowful princess, encased in a crystal of her own tears. And through a mysterious power, Her voice reverberates in the hearts of the silent warriors. Why did the king steal the world's words? And what awaits the warriors in the depths of the abyss? Silent Hope dives onto Nintendo Switch October 3rd. Sparks will fly in these Nintendo Switch games. Cast spells and cultivate your best life in Fae Farm. Make use of magic.
This is the one that I was
showing
showing my niece the other day, and she really liked the idea of it.
Enrich your farm to help your character flourish. Decorate your space to improve your stats for the day ahead.
She said it was more Animal Crossing S.
Or online in 4-player co-op. Fae Farm launches as a console exclusive on Nintendo Switch September 8th. Pre-orders including an in-game bonus are available now on Nintendo eShop. Zoom into wild racing action with Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 Turbocharged. Choose from over 130 vehicles and pull off
they said it's like
stunts
two
to
different
avoid
things
obstacles,
coming
find shortcuts,
for the rest of
and
this
knock
year.
your
They
rivals
got
out of the way.
Nintendo Live and some other
Unleash your creativity by modifying your vehicles and building your own tracks.
Starfield has all my
Race
attention at
locally with
release.
friends
Won't
in
have the light
split-screen co-op.
for a while after
Plus,
that.
up
That's
to
cool, man.
12 players can hit the track online.
Switch
Grab
Excel
the
with
wheel
RPG.
when this game speeds
What
onto
is
the
it? Yeah, can
Nintendo
you
Switch
imagine?
system October 19th.
No. We're
Get your
Starfield
chassis
running
looking
at
classy
20
in
seconds.
Manic
I
Mechanics.
was buying on Xbox.
Grab a part, fix it up.
I'm a huge RPG fan
And
myself,
toss
and
it
I
over.
wouldn't say a Switch
Repair vehicles
has,
quickly to earn
many
points in
words
solo
within
play or
it.
4-player co-op.
Don't exist on other
But
platforms.
watch out for treacherous pits, pesky UFOs, and other workplace hazards. Manic Mechanics launches first for consoles on Nintendo Switch July 13th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop. Introducing the second paid DLC for Mario plus Rabbids Sparks
go.
of Hope.
I seen the thing that they said
Mario
they
and
wish they
friends journey
didn't
to a
bring Mario
musical planet.
Rabbids 2
Filled
to,
with new
um,
areas to explore
the
and
Nintendo
new
Switch.
enemies to battle.
Why?
They-
Who said that? Who said that?
What else will they
Ubisoft.
find
They
in this
said they
world
wish
of
they would have
melodies?
just waited for a new console.
This new DLC.
The thing
Yeah,
Spark
I mean,
Hunter,
sadly, that's
launches
what.
later today.
It was a great game. I really enjoyed it.
A demo
But they
of the
said
main game is
Nintendo
available
actually
now
said
on
they would
Nintendo
like you to
eShop.
bring one version of your game to each platform. So they said them bringing 2, it didn't sell well because they could have just still left the other one, by itself.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So yeah, I just seen the thing about that last night.
You intend to take arms against me?
Very well.
I've repurchased games on my Switch just for the portability.
Unable to
Fair
harm
enough.
monsters.
Thing said, not Mario and Rabbit.
You're going to have to become a monster
What's
wrangler.
next gen? Ron is the new Amazon.
It's this Dragon
Oh,
Quest?
see, I like when games do this though. Like when you combine things.
This Dragon Quest?
One of us.
I have no clue.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, I'm sure Nintendo. The cool thing is Nintendo are still making so much money without new hardware. Pretty amazing because they're smart enough. Yeah, Dragon Quest Monsters, The Dark Prince. They're
Yeah,
smart enough-
I can tell by the music.
So
I wasn't even looking at it.
hero is here.
They're smart enough not to keep jumping to match the other consoles.
That was Dragon Quest Monsters, The Dark Prince from Square Enix. What kind of journey will you take to become the master of monster kind?
Love myself a bit of
Please
Dragon
be on the
Quest.
lookout for more
Yeah.
info in the future.
Played a little bit of
We
it
have
when
more
the
news
one
of
that
a
was
certain
on
game with
Stadia.
plant-like
I mean,
creatures.
I was when I heard it, I looked up. I thought it was Dragon Quest 12 then for a second, but
Welcome to the Rescue Corps. As its newest recruit, you'll venture to a mysterious planet with all sorts of life forms. There, you'll meet plant-like creatures called Pikmin
Oh, here you go.
and the adorable rescue pup, Ochi. Good boy. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, repair the damaged Rescue Corps spaceship and save
I think
any
Wendy's do have
castaways you
breakfast.
find. All right, let's explore together. Once plucked, Pikmin are ready for action. Blow your whistle to
I hear
gather
you,
them
Steph,
and
but
have
they're
them
still
follow
killing it.
you.
So they must know
Throw your
something we
little
don't.
buds at things, and they'll start working for you. Ochi will also prove to be a
Plus,
great
look at this.
canine
Every
companion.
single game you've seen them show,
He can
none
carry
of these,
items
besides
with Pikmin.
Batman, which is
Or
really dated,
smash
none of these
obstacles in your way.
games need
And if
massive
you need a
hardware.
flotation device,
Like, why would
well,
you rush to
there
get,
you
like,
go.
newer hardware
Ochi can
for
even
something that
stand
looks like
up to
this?
the wildest
Well,
creatures.
that's what I was
Don't
saying all
think
the
they need
time.
it.
The sales and stuff like that, stats
Collect
say that
lots
people
of
haven't moved away from 1080
treasures
displays yet.
scattered around the planet
So,
to fix the
what's the
spaceship's
point?
radar
Everyone's still
and
enjoying the
open up
handhelds
new
of Steam
areas
Deck
to
and
explore.
even Rock Ally at 1080, 720. So in the end, I think people
Exploration
now are
isn't limited to
dialing
the
it back,
surface,
saying,
though.
well,
Why
we'll
not
just play
take the
these games
plunge
at this quality. And I
underground?
think it was the consoles and the
Here,
PC
a
market that was
completely
trying to
different environment
push it on
awaits.
to sell hardware, but Nintendo
Unusual
definitely captivated it the
contraptions.
right
You know
way.
what? It reminds me of when people
Native
say, "Oh, if your
creatures.
console can't do this, then get a PC." Well, I
And
feel the
even
same
more
way. If you don't
treasures
like
are
what the
around
Switch has, then
every
get a
corner.
console.
Well, sadly, even with
You
PC,
might
I keep on hearing people say
unexpectedly
4K
find some
60 for like
castaways,
over
too.
10 years now, and now PC still can't hit 4K 60 on the biggest games, even with a 4090. So it's like,
Hey, wait a minute.
so for a whole decade, it's been sold to us,
This
and people
leafy
forgot
individual
about that it
just nabbed the
can't achieve it.
castaway. You've got
Yeah,
Having
to
because I
sell
think
4K
that.
that
and
people just
60.
think in their
It's
mind,
time
"Oh,
for
I want the
Dandori
games to
battle.
look like this, look like that," and then when you try to see
Embrace
it,
the art of
um,
Dandori.
I mean, there's some
So-
amazing
issuing
looking games. Like
commands to
Spider-Man
And that-
blew me
and
away.
Ochi.
Callisto Protocol blew
Collect
me
more
away.
objects
But
with
what
that
I'm
is what's
saying
so good.
is,
the time limit
But they're
to
not
win
native 4K, are
and
they? They're not
save
native
the
60.
castaway.
They're halfway in between, aren't they? It's either you pick up
you know,
performance
cool.
mode or
I don't
fidelity.
even
By
know all that.
rescuing
Like when I play my
castaways,
games, I
you'll
play
be
it
able
more
to
for
do more
gameplay.
activities back
So
at
the
base
game
camp,
Yeah,
just looks
and-
which
good,
is
it looks
right
good,
next to
and
your
so I don't
spaceship.
even know what game is native.
And-
I
Join
can't tell you
and
what's
Ochi
that-
and
native
teach him new
4K, what
skills.
And that's what's so cool about us saying that, and even Nintendo, it's for
Or
fun.
build
It's
new
these other
equipment
people that
and
are pushing
items
the
to help make
market,
exploration more
and it's
manageable.
destroying gaming as a whole. It's like, just
For
play the game
first
and stop
time in the
looking at the
Pikmin
FPS
series,
counter.
you can
Stop counting
eventually set
pixels. A
out
person
for
can't
night
see them.
expeditions.
Just enjoy the game.
There's a
Yeah, it's like when I
catch.
played Final Fantasy demo.
Nightfall sends creatures
I
into
forgot
a
who it was.
frenzy.
It was Maker
So
Chaos.
stay alert.
If he didn't point it out that, oh, they have some bad
Thankfully,
dips,
you'll
I
come
didn't
across the
even
new
think about it.
glow
I was just playing the
Pikmin, which
game,
only
and he was
appear
like,
at
"Yeah, in
night.
performance mode," and I had to look for it. But
Find
then once
luminols
I
that
seen, I was
produce
like, "Oh yeah, I
valuable
do see
glow
that,"
sap.
and then I just
These
never
mounds
noticed it again
also
because I was
attract
so into
various
this game,
wildlife.
into the
So
demo.
use glow Pikmin to drive
But
them
yeah,
away
if
and
you
protect
point it
the
out to
luminols.
yourself, the counters and all that, it will drive you crazy. But I'm just saying is
That's
that
what-
More
look at these
surprises
games
await
that
on
they've
this
shown.
uncharted planet.
Somebody just let me know which one of these
But
games
with
you
the
think
Pikmin
need to
and
have
Ochi by
12
your
teraflops.
side, no challenge is
Okay.
too big
Not
or
necessary.
too small.
It's more for a fun factor. They know what they're doing.
Pikmin 4.
This is going to sell so much money. And do you need this on 12
In
teraflops?
past
No.
Pikmin games, you had to return to your spaceship before sundown. However, in this latest entry, you can now venture out at night.
Oh, snap.
We
I
hope
know.
you
I
can
know.
lead the Pikmin on
I'm
your
really
expedition.
curious if I'm going to pick this up because Purple's a big, huge
We have
Pikmin
even
fan.
more
So
Pikmin
if there's
news to
co-op in
share.
it, I would love to play some co-op with some of the community.
HD versions of the first
Yeah,
two
so this
Pikmin
is what's
games
wrong, right? He
originally
said
released
Nintendo
on
should make their
Nintendo
own Game
GameCube
Pass,
were
$25 a
launched on
month,
Nintendo
play
eShop
every first-party
later
Nintendo
today.
game. No, see, they shouldn't do that.
Plus, ahead of the game's release,
Oh,
a
Nintendo
demo of
game
Pikmin
from
4 will
NES?
be
No,
available on
I
Nintendo
think you
eShop
had it.
on June
I think you had it
28th.
right, Cowboy, when you were talking about
The demo
PlayStation
can
with
be
the quality of
enjoyed
their
even if you've
first
never
party.
played a game
They
from
don't
the
need a
Pikmin
subscription
series
first
before.
party,
Right.
and
We hope
neither does
you'll try it out.
Nintendo.
And
They're
neither does
making
Nintendo. Yeah, they're
making the
going to
money.
lose. Correct.
Okay, let's see a
They,
few
in
more
order for
headlines.
them to make their games the way they make them for their console, they need that revenue, and they
The
want that
renowned
revenue.
series of stealth action games
Metal
is
Gear Solid
infiltrating
Collection.
Nintendo Switch
Uh-oh.
as Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 1. This compilation
Because
includes
allowing them to build better games
Metal
in
Gear
general
Solid,
is not just about
Infiltrate and
graphics, but
regain
better
control of
CPU
Shadow Moses
power would
Island.
help. Yeah, but I hear
Metal
that, but
Gear
these games are
Solid
selling
2,
like crazy.
Sons of Liberty.
You know, I
Locate
think
and retrieve a deadly
once
amphibious
you
weapon.
have a point
Metal
where their
Gear
sales are
Solid
going
3,
down,
Snake Eater.
then they probably would
Survive
consider
the
that.
jungle
But they're
and
doing doing great.
confront your former mentor. You can also enjoy
Last
the
person
games
think
that
that
started the
was awful.
series, Metal Gear
Yeah,
and
that's a
Metal
pretty
Gear
game. So I
2
can imagine
Solid
it's trying
Snake.
to
as well as the NES versions of both Metal Gear and Snake's Revenge.
People keep talking about this Killzone Liberation, I guess. That was a Vita game or PSP game, and now it's on the PlayStation 5. I might actually have to check that out.
I did finish it on the PlayStation Vita.
Screenplay
Okay.
books and master books with story and character info.
Make it start to keep the dips, but I'm 120 hertz monitor.
And
Yeah, me
digital
too.
soundtrack.
My monitor is 120 also, or
Metal
140.
Gear Solid Master Collection
That's why
Volume
people are
1
enjoying Zelda.
launches on
People are
Nintendo
just
Switch.
enjoying it.
October
Yeah, and that's pretty
24th.
much what you should do.
Pre-orders
Think about it.
begin
You go
today
crazy and want the
on
graphics to
Nintendo
look so
eShop.
great, but I'm telling you,
3 Metal Gear
I
Solid
played some
games
great
will
looking
also be
games, and
available
then I
separately
don't
on
realize
Nintendo
it because I'm so into the game. You know what I mean? The gameplay is what
It's
pulls me in.
time to survive.
But yeah, I like to stop and look and say, oh look, there go my game.
Vampire Survivors is coming to
Vampire
Nintendo
Survivors.
Switch. Do you have what
Oh.
it takes to survive a
They-
30-minute onslaught
I heard
of
a lot of
monsters?
you really enjoyed this, said it was very
Stay
addictive.
on the move.
It
to
is,
avoid
man.
enemies.
I spent hours
Attack
in this game.
automatically with your weapon.
See,
I've played
this is
it
what
a
I
lot.
feel.
It's easy
This is
at
what I
first,
find funny
right?
about Switch.
But
When
swarms
Switch
of
had all these
increasingly
pixelated
stronger
games, not
monsters will
pixelated,
appear the
pixel-esque
longer you
games,
survive.
people are like, oh yeah, that's the Nintendo
By
Switch.
getting
And then when it came to
treasure
other
chests from
mobile
defeated
devices and other
enemies,
handhelds,
or by
people started
leveling up,
loving these style of
you'll
games like
acquire
Octopath
weapons and
Traveler,
upgrades for your
Vampire
character.
Survivor.
So shape
So I
them
feel like
as you
it's
see
great
fit.
to have that art style in the
Plus, up to
gameplay.
4 players can now
mechanics.
play together in
This should
couch
always
co-op.
be on Nintendo Switch.
I thought they
Orders
fixed
lie in
the Last
store.
of Us PC port though.
Find out
He's
when
saying the Last of Us
Vampire
PC port
Survivors
sucks in
launches
general.
on
I
the
thought
Nintendo
it was
Switch
fixed.
system August 17th.
See, I've still not loaded it up.
Music
Still
and
not loaded up
pigeons?
this day.
Sounds pretty.
Oh yeah, that's right. You got it. Yeah.
I
didn't
got
know
it and got
that.
Hogwarts, and when it
You're
was
a pigeon.
broken, I just never went
Yeah,
back to it
You heard that right.
because I don't trust them to patch it really fast.
Play online in this rhythm battle royale and aim to be the
I
last
said we have more
bird
competition
standing.
in the game subscriptions.
Up to
We
30
might do
players
more
can
first-party
ruffle each
games
other's feathers
from
in
Sony
musical
and
mini
Nintendo.
games.
Yeah, maybe. But I think
Copy the
the
leader's
company
actions
made
perfectly
their claims
in
why they
Yes,
don't want to put them in
Commander.
there. So it's better for them
Fire a
not to.
slingshot to
For
play
me as a
music in
gamer, right?
first
Yeah,
piano
I'm just
shooter.
telling you what they say. Now they could be lying, but if Sony
Race
says
and fly to
in
the
order for
rhythm
them to make
to
the
the
same
sky
quality game,
and
they
more.
can't add their games
With
in the
over 20
subscription,
mini games,
then I'm
you're
cool
in
with
for
them
an
not adding the games
impeccably
in the
good
subscription
time.
because I don't want to lose that quality.
Get ready to shake those
For me
pigeon
personally.
tails when Headbangers Rhythm Royale bobs its way onto Nintendo
It'd be good.
Switch.
So here's the thing:
October
it'd be good
31st.
for us as a consumer, but as a consumer, I don't want to lose the quality. So if they're being 100% honest
Go!
and they start losing the quality, then
Penny is
like
on
if
the
you're
run,
complaining that you
entangled in a
feel
chaotic
Nintendo
audition
should
that
get a
veered
better
way
Switch
off script.
or better
She's managed to
graphics,
make
blah
some
blah blah,
powerful enemies
and then
and a
if
newly
let's say Sony
animated
was to
friend.
start
In
dropping
this
down on their
3D
quality
platforming adventure
because they're
from the
adding
team
games
behind
and
Sonic
subscription,
Mania,
then that's
Listen,
not better
you'll
for a
explore
consumer.
the bright
It
and
was
anyway.
unfair.
of
It was unfair what the
Macaroon.
gaming community done
And
to
help
Nintendo
Penny and
Wii
Yo-Yo
U.
escape the
Is because
clutches
they
of the
got third-party
grouchy
games on
Emperor
their
Eddie.
service, but
Perform
all people could
stylish
say was, "Well, I want to play on
acrobatic tricks
Xbox or I
will
want to play on
ruin Eddie's
PlayStation
massive
4
horde of pushy
free,"
penguins.
because that's where my
And
friends play,
power
and
up
that is
Yo-Yo to
where
protect
a
Penny
free
from
DLC gun
foul
came in,
play.
and people shunned
You can
it. So
also
what
put your
Nintendo
speedrunning
done
skills
was,
to
well,
the
why are we
test
matching these
in time attack
powerhouses
mode to
when people
unlock
don't see us
special
as a
items,
powerhouse, even though they
complete
did have a
secret
powerhouse
stages,
device?
and more.
They prefer
This is
so let
your
other
big break.
consoles run away with the
After all,
narrative, and
take
then we'll
the
just focus
stage
on
when Penny's
what's
big
left. And
breakaway
in the
launches
end,
on
just
Nintendo
that little
Switch
small slice of the
early next
gaming
year.
community at 1080, 720 and stuff like that did make the millions,
Rev up for wave
number one
5.
console and stuff like that. So I feel like what they should do is just carry on doing what they're doing and let other people do what they're doing.
Yeah. But look, this is what I said. I said earlier, they probably won't show a new Mario, they'll show new tracks. There you go.
I think it's the last wave, I'm not sure.
Piranha. From Mario Kart 7, Wiggler.
I've got the
And from Mario Kart
family
Tour,
online
Comet.
expansion, so I get this free anyway with the
Okay.
subscription.
And so
Wave 5 of the Mario
Sev
Kart
said
8
I
Deluxe
think,
booster
sorry, Sean
course
L said I
pass
think
DLC
it's
for the Mario
struggling
Kart
on
8
Steam
Deluxe
Deck.
game
But yeah, I could imagine
zooms
that. I mean,
onto
Steam
Nintendo
Deck again
Switch
is a
this
portable
summer.
device, so
Active
that would
Nintendo
make
Switch
sense.
Online Plus expansion pack members can enjoy
companies
this
will always
DLC
find a
at
way
no
to make
additional
money
cost.
to make up for
The
it.
DLC can
Just
also
look
be
at
purchased
Xbox
on its
and
own.
the early access for the subscription.
2 worlds, one
Okay, here
fateful
we go.
encounter. A remake of
Yo,
the
what's up,
second
Ellis?
Star Ocean game, complete with new
Love
graphics
myself
that
Star
fuse
Ocean.
2D and 3D, is on the way.
Star Ocean.
After a mission goes wrong, Federation Officer Claude is stranded on an
Never
undeveloped
gotten
planet.
Star.
There, he meets Reyna, who possesses mystical powers. Was it fate or mere coincidence? Soon after, the two get entangled in a
Love that game. I
plot
think
within the
I'm actually
galaxy.
gonna have to
In this science fantasy RPG,
Play it again?
select either Claude
Play it
or
again,
Reyna
yeah.
as your hero and play through the
I
story
rarely
from
play
their
games again,
perspective.
man. As much
You'll
as I
also meet over
love
a dozen
Fantasy
potential
Star 4,
allies
my
from
favorite
all
RPG
walks
of
of
all
life.
time. I don't think
During your
it came
adventure,
out with
the
this on
hero
a
you
service. I would
chose.
play it.
and the
Well, I think
decisions
what
you
I've
make will
noticed
have an
with Steam
impact
Deck
on
and
who can be
Nintendo
recruited
Switch,
to
especially with
your
RPGs,
cause.
I like sitting there for an hour to
Battles
relax
take place in
and then
real
doing it
time,
each night,
and
an hour a
skills can
night,
be
and then over the
performed with a
month I
single
finish the
button.
whole game. So I think it's nice. It's not a game that I'll run out and play directly, but it's a game that I'll sit and chill and grind. And I think that's what
And
helps.
having allies not in your current party unleash follow-up attacks, letting you map out strategic battles in your favor. As you search for a way home,
I hear Sean,
an
but just
ancient
it's
prophecy
a
will
fact.
unfold, and your destiny will
And
be
it
awakened.
says that not
Save the
every
planet in Star Ocean: The Second Story
not
Arc,
every game
launching on Nintendo Switch November 2nd.
runs well on the Steam Deck. So it is what it is. But yo, you know what messed me up is Sean L
Wario
and
style.
Severns. Is you guys literally have the
Get
same?
ready for more
I keep
micro
mixing
game
y'all up.
mayhem in the
You
latest
guys
WarioWare
almost have the
game.
exact same logo.
Hold
I
two
mean, with
Joy-Con
me is
controllers,
I don't max out
then
my Steam Deck. I just
action.
play it on default settings, and I've had no issues. But
Move your body
it's
and take
720
on a
30.
flurry
That's
of
what I play on the
lightning-fast
best. So
micro-games.
I don't worry about
What
all
you
these
do
high settings and where I can
how
actually
you
milk the
move
performance.
depends on the
I just
micro-game.
have default, and
React
it's been
quickly
great.
with the right movement,
But
and
that's what I
you'll
don't like
be on
about
the
PC
road to
games.
victory.
They push about a narrative resolution in
If you've
4K,
got two pairs of
and then
controllers,
frames
play with a
60, and
friend
then
in
you'll play a
local
Steam
co-op.
Deck and be happy to play a
Sync up your
45
actions
FPS at
with each
720, and I'm like, come on.
Plus, up to 4 players can
Pick
live
a
it up
side.
across various
That's hard
minigames
because
and
people
party mode.
they say
For
one
example,
thing
this dicey
and then they
board
do
game is
another,
gonna keep
and it's
you
kind
on
of
your
like,
toes.
okay, so if you say this game struggles on the Steam Deck, but what setting? Like Host just
Get
said,
your
if he's
body
playing it on
moving
70,
in over
if he's playing it
200
on
lightning-fast
720
micro
30,
games.
he's like, my games are playing fine. Then
Well,
somebody be
I've-
like, oh, this game runs
WarioWare,
terrible.
Well,
move it.
I've seen it in
Launching
the
on the
ROG
Nintendo Switch
Ally.
system
People have spent like
November 3rd.
$700 for it, and they're going, "Oh yeah, I'm
Pre-order
really
your
enjoying
games
this
today
game,
on
but I'm playing it
Nintendo
at 1080, 40 FPS." And it's like, what happened to the 60 FPS narrative? But because it's a
aren't
handheld
you
form
saying
factor, no
anything?
one seems to care anymore.
He was
So-
so into it,
Give it
I
a
didn't
pass.
want to interrupt.
When it was just Nintendo in the
Anyway,
handheld space, people
this
could
is
bash
the
it, but
latest
now there's other
WarioWare
handhelds. I think
You'll
people have
use your entire
accepted
body to strike different
enjoy the
poses
game on
and
whatever
complete
it runs
microgames.
at.
We have a few more things to share.
That's it.
Families can join the fun at Nintendo
Yes,
Live
Nintendo Live.
2023. Play games, enjoy live performances, take photos with some of your favorite characters, and more. Plus, cheer on your favorite players in 2 championships. Eligible
that?
attendees can also compete in on-site tournaments and participate in a last chance qualifier. This all-ages celebration is free and will take place September 1st through 4th in Seattle, Washington. Registration for Nintendo Live 2023 ends June 22nd. Head over to the official website and enter the random drawing for a chance to receive tickets. PAX West badge holders interested in attending can visit the official PAX West website for more details. Those not selected will have another chance to attend with the 3
Smash
Challenge
Bros.
Cups this summer. The top 10 players from each will get tickets. Please visit the official website for more details. See you there!
A vast number of players are enjoying their time in Hyrule in The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, which released last month. Thank you
I'm
all
not.
very much. An amiibo figure
Said you're
of Link
not?
from the game was released to
It
coincide with
really is a beautiful game, really great, but because it reminds me of Breath of the Wild so much, I decided to put it on the back burner to the death of the Switch, because I don't want to burn through it so much and feel like I'm going to force myself through it. So I've decided to slowly grind it and slowly enjoy it until the end of the Switch's life cycle, because I don't think there's going to be a bit more bigger epic game after.
Oh yeah, you might be right.
It is time for the Switch too, and like you just mentioned about Sparks of Hope, the Mario Rabbids game and stuff like that. I would have loved to see Sparks of Hope or Mario Rabbids, not Mario Rabbids, Tears of the Kingdom on a new Switch handheld. I would have waited another 6 months for that.
Is this the mobile game? My wife's been playing the mobile game, and she sent me an invite to play it. I played it a couple times. That's what it looked like. Let me see. Super Detective said, I think the issue is how products are advertised, not how it can perform necessarily. If the company says it will be powerful and it's not, then that's the issue.
Well, the best thing about these devices is there's a lot of wiggle room for optimization.
Yeah.
But that's on the developer's side or how they utilize the hardware. But of course, the market narrative, especially how consumers consume, they don't want to hear optimization, they don't want to hear upscaling or whatever terminology. They just want to hear, can it run this resolution and performance that the marketing's push?
Well, you know what you're buying. The consoles push the powerhouse narrative to see extra boxes, so why they fall short, they get killed for it. And then, all right, wait. Let me ask a question: is Sean L and Severance the same person? Please, I need y'all to listen. I never bashed Nintendo handheld.
Maybe
the handheld was powerful at least.
Real question is, Cowboy, are the Alanor?
No, the real question is, are they Mr. Urban World?
Well, that's it. Are they Mr. Airball? Could be.
Yeah. Also, Steam Deck and Rogue Ally can play AAA games on Switch. But on the Switch, it's cloud stream. Switch has Witcher 3, but looks but you gotta think the Switch is way older.
So that's a new game, isn't it? Super Mario Wonder.
Yeah, it's like it. They both said no at the same time. Now I don't know. We have two different icons.
Well then.
You know what? From afar, the icons look so similar, but when I pull it up, okay, yeah,
brand new 2D
I guess because you both got the little YouTube
Super Mario
thing
Brothers
on it.
Wonder.
Sorry about that. I just had to add.
When you touch a Wonder Flower, expect the unexpected. The ground could start moving, or you might turn into something different, for example.
There were also flowers talking.
What?
Daisy is playable.
Oh, does everybody have the
Mario
YouTube
became
thing?
an elephant at the end. A lot of things happened. We'll share more details in the future, so we hope you'll look forward to it.
Oh, what is that? Is that something new?
That's
Like
all for
everybody.
today's Nintendo Direct.
Oh, maybe because it's this thing I'm
Thank you for
on.
watching.
Okay, I apologize. Because I'm on what is it called? Talk Studios, and there's a little YouTube. I don't know what was the point of them doing that. They put a little YouTube icon by everybody thing. Oh, that's it. All right. Thanks for watching. All right. So, Holtz, I want to grade this as I graded everything else. I give you guys a little context. I gave an A to Ubisoft. I thought Ubisoft did a great job as a showcase. I have my own little personal feelings involved, but I'm not invested with Ubisoft at all, pretty much. And I think they did what they needed to do. They showed pretty much all the games that you heard of. They showed dates. They showed gameplay. They did a great job. They got an A. The Sony, for instance, I didn't think they did a great job. They showed too much CG trailers. I gave them a D. Also, personally, what I wanted out of that was Factious 2. They showed nothing of it. The Xbox, I gave a C. I thought they did a decent job. They showed a bunch more games than Sony did. They showed a lot of gameplay, but they also showed a lot of non-gameplay trailers. Let's just get that off screen. So, let's see. I gave the Summer Game Fest. I thought they did a great job. They showed games that I never even heard of that I wanted to play because they showed gameplay. I gave them a B. And Capcom, I don't know. I felt Capcom was a little weird. It was a little lackluster. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like they didn't show too much new stuff like on the horizon. They just pretty much gave you an overview of stuff they currently have. So I give them a C. That's the first time I actually think I decided what I give them. But this. So me personally, as I said, I'm not the biggest Nintendo fan, but I want to give it a rating as a showcase, and I put my little personal twist on it.
from A to F. I think they did a good job. I think they showed the games that you know, a lot of people said you're already aware those games was coming, but they showed gameplay. I think in a showcase you need to show two things: gameplay, and dates would be nice. You don't always have to have dates, but dates would be nice. So they showed gameplay. They showed a lot of dates. I think that was a good thing. I think that, you know, people was waiting for, you know, Metroid. You know, obviously it's too early to get any DLC for Zelda, but I give it a C. I think it was good. I think it did nothing wowed me. No game I seen. Well, that cartoon game was the game that I had my interest a little bit. I am more of a third person than it was first person, but the Myth Quest or Myth whatever, that looked cool to me. That was the only game that really stuck out to me. But I think Nintendo is Nintendo, and they gave you what you would expect out of a Nintendo Direct, and so I think that was good. I don't think they showed too much like you know, groundbreaking stuff. Like, okay, you did get a new Mario. You did get a I'm not gonna go into remasters because that's like older stuff, but they did show a new Mario. But I don't think that's gonna be like a hard hitting franchise changing Mario, right? It's not like a new Mario, right? Like a Mario Galaxy, whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a C. Think it did a good job. You know, me personally, before Holtz get to speak, yeah, this is why I'm not a Nintendo fan, because I think I'm older and I like violence and guts and blood and all that nonsense, and so Nintendo wouldn't cater to me. So when some people to be like, "Why you don't like Nintendo?" It's like, I'm not saying I don't like Nintendo. I just feel like the type of gamer I am. I get excited like God of War when he's like wrestling with the alligator type creatures and you just see them snap their neck. I'm like, that is dope. So that's the type of stuff I like, dismemberment and all that crazy stuff. That's why I'm not into anime anymore. Most animes, it still could be violent, but they're a little kiddie-ish. Slap somebody in the back of the head, their eyes get real big. And when I was in the anime, it was just super violent, and the artistic style was realistic. So yeah, but I think Nintendo did a good job. C is where I'll leave it. Holtz, what about you?
Well, just going on the previous showcases, the Xbox and the PlayStation, I give them a B+ because it had new games coming that, you know, catered to me. It had hardware, it had remasters, it had release dates. So that was my mindset in them. So if I apply the same logic from them showcases to now, to be fair, this showcase definitely gets a B off me.
Okay.
Because as a consumer, it doesn't matter if I'm consuming for myself or consuming as a family person who actually gets games for the library. It made me want to buy these games or play these games. So I wrote down, like, for example, so I really love Mario. So seeing that Super Mario Wonder is a definitely buy for me. Hearing that nostalgia factor, like Dragon Quest, was you know, very, very great. I love Dragon Quest, so that Dragon Quest Monsters is definitely a buy for me. I love them FTS games, so seeing Persona 5 Tactica come to it was also a nice thing, because I think the handheld's perfect for a game like Persona 5 Tactica.
So wait, you think the Sony and Microsoft you give them both a B? Like, you don't feel
I give them a B+ because they had hardware. They had so that the Sony had hardware like PlayStation VR 2, and it had the handheld, where the Xbox had they had the Series S 1 terabyte, and because I love the SKU idea, and the games that were coming out, like Personas and Yakuzas for the Xbox and the Forzas, was why it was so high. Then when I was actually speaking about the Sony showcase, I was speaking about like Final Fantasy, and I was speaking about Spider-Man 2, of course. Right. So a lot of these games didn't cater for a lot of people, but to me as a consumer, I'm like, yes, these are going to make me spend my money on these PSVR 2 games, or these exclusives, or the exclusives that are on Xbox. So this is what I'm applying to the same logic to Nintendo. Are they going to make me spend money? Which, yeah, so then I was mentioning about Persona 5 Tactica being perfect on the Switch. And then when I was sitting there thinking about games perfect on the Switch, that Silent Kingdom, that RPG, that looked really good. Once again, it reminds me of them old style RPGs, but with the action twist. I just love the pixel art. In the past, I loved Hot Wheels Unleashed on the Switch, so having a second one is a go-to. Having a nice little fun little racer on it was a good thing. I was talking about, like, I always pick up my Switch for like relaxing purposes. But as a family person, family members who consume the Switch, seeing the likes of Phase Farm, that looked like sort of Animal Crossing, is a definitely purchase for me. And then as a consumer, it wasn't something I was hyped for, but I knew it was coming. So Mario Kart DLC, I've put hundreds of hours in Mario Kart, so having another wave of DLC is a plus for me. And then, like I said, I put 100 hours in Pokemon Violet with the community, so having a little bit more of expansion wouldn't hurt. And of course, I mentioned Pikmin 4. I've played Pikmin's in the past, so why not play this one? So I'm looking forward to consuming a little bit of money on this platform. So I've just mentioned like 10 games. So giving it a low score, I can't just sit there and say, oh, I'm going to buy these games and then give it a crap score.
Oh yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Of course, it doesn't hurt. When I hear Metal Gear Solid, Batman, and Star Ocean remasters or collections coming, I thought to myself, well, better late than never. It's something cool to see. I didn't bash other platforms for having remasters or remakes or collections, so I won't do this with the Switch. So hence why I give it a B. So cool. I didn't go into this believing that I was going to get a Metroid on a new Switch announcement. So that's what I tempted expectations. It did actually showcase something. I mean, like that Mario DLC, it's part of the Switch Online expansion pass, so I'll be getting that for free anyway. But yeah, there's definitely stuff there that will make me want to spend and add a little bit more lifespan into the Switch while I wait for the big hitters. Okay.
So that was pretty good. You give it a B plus. I give it a C.
No, I don't give it a B plus. I give it a B.
I give it a B. Okay.
It would have got a B plus. I know this is going to sound stupid. If they showed more hardware, like they showed like a new edition, or they showed more Joy-Con colors and stuff like that, I would have rated it a little bit higher just to get the collectible idea. I did put it B. Definitely have games I want to play.
Okay. Ellis gave it a D. Maker said no Metroid Prime 4, so its auto gets a D. Darth Kermit said no new hardware. I give it a D plus. And then Super Detective actually, have I ever seen Chainsaw Man? And I have not.
See, the way I see it with showcases is if a new hardware or a big hitter like Metroid or like a big exclusive makes it automatically an A, then I think you're diluting what a B, C, D, E is, because people either go for A or straight to an F.
I was trying to say that to K9. He was commenting the other day, and he was talking about the Nintendo thing. And he said, oh, all they got to do is show Metroid Prime, and it destroys everything else. I said, you can't take one game and say it destroys everything else. That's your personal bias. He's like, no. If they just show that game, I was like, no, that wouldn't make sense. So it's like you're saying, you can't, one thing can't automatically make it high up. You got to grade the whole.
Sally, I wouldn't want, so when I reflect back on console generations, I wouldn't want to sit there and say only one game to find that generation. That'd be sad. Be sad over the years of the life cycle.
And what else was you playing?
Yeah, so you know what I mean? I need to sit there, like, for example, if I talk about the PlayStation, in 12 months I had God of War, then I had, Spider-Man's coming after the 12 months, but in between I had Final Fantasy 16, and then I had all my third-party hitters like Mortal Kombat and stuff like that populated the platform. So that's how I see it with this Switch Direct. Is it populating the library? Does it make me want to consume money? So there's games for me as an older gamer, so like that I like, and then there's something that I can actually look and think my family members will actually love. So Nintendo's being smart, what they've just done there.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think Nintendo's smart. I give them credit. I wrote in my thing, let's see if they'll pull me in. They have definitely not. But everything isn't for me, and so that's why I didn't give them a D or an F. I gave them a C. Right? It's not all about me. I have my own personal feelings in my rating, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to say like, oh, I'm grading it as a whole. So, but yeah, guys, that was the Nintendo Direct. Good stuff.
But I think what Nintendo's Direct done is, like, I love Forza Motorsport, so I'm definitely going to play that. And I love The Crew, which got announced in the Ubisoft. I love them. They're my races that I've liked. But what you've done is catered for the people that don't like these games. So by bringing more DLC of Mario Kart, that sold hundreds of millions. And then the idea of bringing Hot Wheels, which is established IP, and saying, look, here's a sequel, perfect on a portable device, makes you go, okay, well, there's an alternative style of genre in the racing if you don't want them, so just buy our game. And I think that's what they've done. If you don't like that RPG, we've got RPG titles that'll capture it, or we've got fun-loving games for the family or just to kick back and relax. So if you don't want them games coming out in the next few months, then definitely jump into these.
Sounds good. Yeah, guys. Well, I want to thank you, host, for coming on here. The cool thing is you are a Nintendo fan and enthusiast, so it's good to have you on here. So definitely wouldn't just hear me up here like you know. So that was great. But yeah, good stuff. Listen, if you're a Nintendo fan and you already like what they have, they're going to give you more of what you like. So
I think before I close off, whatever. I think a lot of fans are going to be upset because they don't tempt expectation. And I think that's what I've learned from Stadia isn't stop hyping yourself up going, we need the next Switch, we need that'll come in time. I started off saying there's a list that I wanted to see, but I know it's not going to come. Right. We always pull out the big hitters, and we can't have that all the time because we do need like the double A's or the B's or the slightly less big hitters, for example. So I can definitely see a lot of fan bases going, no, this is not good enough. I've already heard about this. How dare you? Just like they've done with other showcases. So,
yeah. And Dark Hermit said, I think that Nintendo is a lazy developer, but what do I know? I only think people would say that because they want them to graphically upgrade, but I think they're smart. I think they realize it's kind of like you see so much drama with PlayStation and Xbox because the graphical fidelity of things need to be this, need to be that. A game like for instance, look at Callisto Protocol. Man, that game looked like it was going to be so good. And it came out and was buggy. And it came out and it had a couple issues. And people just like, you almost forgot that it even came out. Nobody was talking about it at that height. So Nintendo, you might say they're playing it safe. But it's like they're giving you what they hardware can do. And they're going to give you for extended amount of time, and then they're going to move forward. So, and
what's so good about Nintendo, and God mentioned Callisto Protocol, is some of these developers actually go, okay, this game's going to sell, and they believe from all the reviews and all the hype that they're going to make a really good game that sells well. But then a lot of us consumers, we go, oh, well, I was going to buy a game, but next week I'm going to put my money towards something else, and they lose a sale instantly, and they're like, wow, we put a lot of love and a lot of feedback that you asked for into this game, and you're not going to buy it, and fans are like, so. And it hurts the developer. So I think what Nintendo do is play safe by saying, okay, we know the games are going to sell, and we only need a budget entry to make a profit at this, and it does populate our library. So why should we take a high risk when a lot of consumers speak with their wallet? So I think what Nintendo's going is, yeah, they will sell, and that's all that matters for us and the platform.
Yeah, I agree. When you think about it, they're taking care of their fans that like their style games, and they're taking care of themselves because they're making money. So it works for them. Let me see. Super Detective said, gonna have to disagree. They are not lazy. They are well aware of the market and not interested in making the next Starfield, GTA, or whatever. Yeah, I agree. And they made their Zelda, right? They make their Zeldas. They make their Marios. They make their Pikmins. They make their Primus. So they make the games.
It's funny, isn't it, that sometimes like you got a game like Zelda that could sell easily 30 million in a few days, and then you've got like a game like that looks like a Pixar movie, so like Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, and that only sells like 4 million. And it's just so funny how people default straight away. 4 million means more than 30 million in a week, and you're like, compare the numbers. And compare how much who made the most. It was Nintendo with that art style and this.
Yeah, but you got it. So when you look at that, Zelda had a long lasting time to become Zelda, right?
Yeah, of course. But how long for? I've been playing Ratchet and Clank since like the late PlayStation 2, so they've had generations.
They have, but that name isn't as big as.
No, I know that, but what I'm trying to explain is Sony's had this exclusive for over the decade plus with multiple generations, but people are saying, "Oh, Mario's Nintendo's being lazy." Then it's like, well, why hasn't Sony helped with their exclusives to make them numbers? Why should Nintendo switch a winning formula up just to cater for this power hungry or something different? When they go, okay, we tried that. Failed. We lost a lot of money, so we'll stick to what we do and support our fan base, not use. And then the likes of PlayStation fans go, okay, we'll Rift Apart. It is a great game and it is a graphical showcase, but has it sold 30 million? No, it hasn't. So
What's up, Dave? Thanks for showing the support. I appreciate it, brother. Let me see. Dark Kermit said, no, they are lazy, and it's not about making the new God of War or Starfield. And Darth Kermit, or Super Protector, Dart, don't die on this hill, my man. All right. Well, with that being said, guys, just want to cover this. I will be doing We Wrestle Wednesdays later on at 5:30 p.m. Eastern. I've been playing Marvel Avengers. I'm trying to beat the game, and I think I'm halfway through it. So I will be streaming that at some point today. I'll try to stream at least 3 hours of it. But mainly We Wrestle Wednesday will be.
Is it the first time you completed the campaign?
No, I did it back on Stadia, but you know, I'm playing on PlayStation 5. And then what happened was I didn't care to beat it again, but I was trying to level up my characters and I couldn't. And so I looked it up, like, well, how do I get this artifact? And it said you have to beat the game. I was like, oh. So I'm like, you know what? I really want to beat the game because I want my characters to be as powerful as they can be. So, but it's cool to have it because being my current favorite game, playing it over, like yesterday, I got to the point where I was using Black Widow, and I was like, oh, I forgot this was so amazing. So it's really cool doing it over anyway, and I never did stream it. So I never did stream the story campaign. So it's kind of cool. But yeah. But all right, cool. Holtz, any last thing you want to say about this direct?
No, that's all I can actually think about top of my head and stuff like that.
Cool. Me too.
Yeah, I think it's good to actually look at it, speak about it, go and compose ourselves, reflect, and then come back and actually think. No, instead getting our pitchforks out and going, it's good to compose ourselves and actually. And we've got a Discord that we all talk about and stuff.
Oh
like that. So
definitely.
It'd be great to see people's opinions and chat's opinions to see what happens, and maybe our minds could be swayed either way. So I'll reflect on it.
Yeah, definitely, guys. Like Holt said, there is a Discord. Jump into Discord because we talk all day, and I'm definitely sure we'll be talking about this in more greater detail. Maker said we all know Zelda gonna win Game of the Year and show up Sony and Xbox. They might. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't yet. So far, I don't know what would be my Game of the Year. Final Fantasy. I can't wait to play it. The demo blew me away, but so far, my favorite game that I played so far in 2023 is still Forspoken. I just love how powerful you feel and how you can switch different magics on the fly. But Final Fantasy, that demo, you also could switch up real easy with different abilities and stuff, which is cool. But we'll see. But anyway, thank you for that, Maker. Holtz, thank you so much for being on and, help me get through this, which is really cool. And I'll see you guys later. I'm the Cowboy King of Entertainment. And this stream was epic. And with that being said, Holtz, take it away from me, man.
Well, don't forget to switch. Now your mama knows.
I'll make you famous.
Because I'm a cowboy. Oh, man.
And now your mama knows.
Bruce, unleash the baby god dragon!